first camp of the 2021 season took us to Delaware State Park in Delaware, Ohio. We were in Site 23, which is an electric site, no water, no sewer. Site 23 was a nice site. We had woods on the driver door side and no one in the back of us and no one in front of us. And it had a lot of room on the passenger door side where the picnic table was and the fire ring. Lots of trees. Nice site. It took me forever to back in. I'm not quite sure why, other than maybe the angle was off and maybe user error. Maybe I was a little rusty with backing in since it's the first trip of the season, but we got in and we got set up and it was great. We had a little bit of a problem when we arrived at Delaware State Park. We went to fill our fresh water tank with water since our site doesn't have water. And as we were putting water in the tank, it was coming straight out the bottom, out of this pipe on the bottom. And so we figured that when the dealer did the de-winterizing, they did not put the plug back in here. So we had to go to the site without water. We may do though, adjust and adapt, right? We bought some bottled water and we were able to use the bathhouses, which thankfully the bathhouses there at Delaware State Park are very nice and very clean. I belong to a Facebook group called Ohio State Campgrounds and Sites, and I put the question out there. I asked fellow campers if they knew what was causing the problem, and I got lots of answers from friendly campers because campers are friendly people. And one of the persons who answered said sometimes they put the plug in the hot water tank. And so I went around the side, I opened the hot water tank, and sure enough, there was the plug. So hopefully for the next trip, we're all set and we'll be able to fill up the fresh water tank. So Friday, April 30th, it got pretty chilly at night. I think it went down to maybe the low 30s, chilly. We were warm and toasty inside with Afghans and blankets on the beds, but it got pretty chilly. I got up the next morning and I thought a morning fire would be the perfect thing. Morning campfire. It got a little chilly last night. Feels good now. Bought a new Blackstone griddle, and this was the first time taking it camping. I seasoned it earlier in the week by putting it in the oven, but every time I put it in with the oil on it, the fire alarm would go off. So it was a couple of hours of the fire alarm going off, but the seasoning worked great. First dinner Friday night were hamburgers, and then Saturday morning we had breakfast of bacon and eggs. Yum. Can you hear it sizzle? That's bacon on my new Blackstone griddle. It smells amazing. It wasn't as cold Saturday night as it was on Friday night, but we were still nice and comfortable in the camper. I woke up early as I usually do. The dogs woke me up. They wanted to go out. But then I woke everybody else up at 8:30 and said it was time for breakfast, Sunday morning breakfast, sausage and eggs. After breakfast, we broke down camp and we left the campground at about 11:30. Short weekend, but a fun weekend and a good first camp for the 2021 season. Happy trails, everybody!